Alright, what's going on guys? It is Spacey, and in this video I'm going to talk about what a Scarif DLC in Battlefront 2 could look like, because we haven't really gotten a large scale Galactic Civil War map. I was going to say original trilogy, but Rogue One wasn't really a part of the original trilogy. And I'm going to go over what this map could look like in, some of the modes, reinforcements, and what all that could look like. I'm not going to mention heroes because, I just don't really want to go into heroes this video, but let's begin. So Scarif would obviously have to go into three modes. Capital Supremacy, as it's probably one of the most popular modes out there right now. Galactic Assault, just because it's again another popular mode. And Starfighter Assault, which has lost its popularity, and I don't know if EA and DICE are going to add anything. I don't even know if they're adding stuff in Starfighters in general, because I haven't really seen any update on Starfighters, which is very unfortunate because they are a big part of the Star Wars universe. But yeah, I feel like this map would have to be in Starfighter Assault because of the battle that took place over Scarif in space, and I think this map would really regain the popularity Starfighter Assault has lost. But I'm going to start off with Capital Supremacy. I'm not going to say too much. The map would just be in open beaches, which is kind of different environments. At the outer edges of the map would just be sand, not too much like detail there, just open combat, not too much cover. Then once you move inside, you're more in kind of the jungle area, so there's more palm trees and you have way more cover in the grass. And then among those trees you have various landing pads, with a bunch of cargo crates cluttered around, so you have more cover there. And then the command post I think would mainly be in the kind of the jungle area. And then once you go to the capital ship phase, you have you either have to attack the Profundity, the main capital ship that was in the Battle of Scarif, or one of the Star Destroyers. I know this didn't really happen in the Battle of Scarif, but why not? If you destroy the Profundity, successfully hold the rebels back from invading Scarif, or if the rebels win, then they take out one of the Star Destroyers, and then yeah, they basically take the Death Star plans and leave. Galactic Assault and Starfighter Assault. These are the two I want to talk about. Let's start off with Starfighter Assault, okay? Starfighter Assault would take place in space. Basically, from the Rebels' perspective, you would have to go within three phases. The first phase, you would have to kind of clear a bunch of TIE fighters out, so it's basically just raw dogfighting, and then if the Rebels gain the upper hand, then for the second phase, what the Rebels would have to do is they would have to attack one of the Star Destroyers, and how they would do this is similar in the movies. They would use Y-Wings to disable it. Now, the Y-Wings would be AI, and they would just be way smarter than the AI you see in Starfighter Assault right now. You would have to guard them, and if you're unsuccessful as the Rebels, you lose. But if they can successfully attack Star Destroyer enough and it's disabled, then the Rebels have to attack the main components of the Star Destroyer, and the Imperials would have to try and fend them off. If the Rebels take out all the vital components in the Star Destroyer, they win. If the Imperials again manage to hold them off from this phase, they would win. Very cool. It is kind of similar to the Fondor match. It isn't with the Y-Wing bombing campaign and the just raw dogfighting part. I think that would just be a very interesting map, as it was similar to the space battle of Scarif. Then moving down to Galactic Assault, this would take place on the beaches of Scarif. What you would have to do is, in this match, you basically, as the Imperials, you would basically be attacking a U-Wing. Now, this U-Wing has vital Imperial plans. They're not the Death Star plans, because obviously Jin transmitted those, but they have other plans. As the Citadel had various Imperial projects, and there would be just one U-Wing full of them, and they were preparing to take off. As the Imperials, what you would have to do is you would have to push with two AT-ACTs. Once you push up with them, then what you would have to do is you would have to fight your way past Rebels. And then for the second phase, what you would have to do, once the AT-ACTs successfully push up and then they give you fire support, they don't really take out the U-Wing, they just kind of establish as extra support. So once you push out, you have these AI AT-ACTs just standing there stationary, but if a Rebel gets in the line of fire, they'll get shot down, just extra assistance. Now, once you're past this part, this kind of phase would take place in the beach area of Scarif, so more open land. But then the second phase, you move in on the jungles. What you would have to do is you'd have to pick up ion disruptors or rockets, similar to where you Endor or Naboo, where you had to take out the MTT or the stolen AT-AT. You'd have to pick up those ion disruptors, and you have to do attacks on the U-Wing. Now, you only have a certain amount of disruptors. So let's say you have 4 disruptors and all of them have to hit a shot. The Rebels have to stop you. And basically, it's kind of like if you have a disruptor, you have to get it within a certain range. If you drop it because you died, then the rebels can reset the disruptor, and they can keep doing this until all 4 shots have been hit, or the rebels manage to push them back. So it's very interesting. If you have 4 disruptors, you manage to hit 2 shots, but then 2 soldiers aren't able to hit the U-wing, and then it starts becoming more easy for the rebels. If you only have to hit like 1 shot left, then the rebels only have to focus on 1 more person. So that kind of dynamic is very interesting. And then once you fire all 4 ion shots, guess what? The U-wing is destroyed. Skins. Now, for the Assault class, you have an option between either picking the standard Stormtrooper or the Shore Trooper, as you know, both of them were fighting on Scarif. And then for the reinforcements for the Imperials, now I don't really have one for the Rebels, but for the Imperials, it would have to be a Shore Trooper squad leader. Now, how this guy would play is that he would have a heavy blaster, he would have a personal shield to deflect shots, a radar jammer, as well as a health boost. I will pick the radar jammer and the health boost because they would assist your team greatly, because it's a Shore Trooper squad leader. So a squad leader, assists their team. And that is going to end it off for this video, guys. What do you think of these concepts for Battlefront 2? I personally would love to see this in the game, especially since the Scarif DLC from the 2015 Battlefront was one of my favorites. But yeah, that is going to end it off for this video, guys. If you didn't enjoy it, please like the video. And if you want to see more of my videos, hit that subscribe button. I'm trying to hit 50 subs by the end of summer. But yeah, this has been Spacey. I'll see you all next time. Peace out, everyone.